Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Shelby. I am a mother of 3 kids, 4 years to 2 months. One of them is on my lap right now because she's a fussy baby and just wants her mommy. Today's video I'm going to give you some tips on starting with homeschool. Now, I am new at homeschooling, only been doing it about a year. I've been researching it a lot longer, but yeah, so let's start out. Number 1, you don't have to spend a ton of money on curriculum, especially for the younger years like preschool, kindergarten. A lot of it is learned through play. Get them Legos, get them just lots of toys that they can use their imagination with. You can go to Dollar Tree and get, or Target Dollar Spot, or I think Walmart might have some cheap books. Just inexpensive workbooks. You know, they don't have to have a lot of expensive curriculum unless you want to do that. However, that is not the route I chose to go for our homeschool. I think this year I spent like maybe $40 on kindergarten curriculum. I don't even think it was that because some of the stuff we already had around the house. That is tip number 1. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Oh yeah, or I'll get to that in a second. Tip number 2, use your resources. Use Pinterest. I personally do not use Pinterest because I am blind. Pinterest is not accessible at all with my screen reading software that I have on my phone and computer. So I do not use Pinterest. But Pinterest is a good one. There are several sites that have free printables like Confessions of a Homeschooler, 1 + 1 + 1 = 1, 3 Dinosaurs. There is Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool, and I will try and link all these below. So use your free online resources. You can also go to your library and get books. Some libraries even have curriculum that you can check out and look through and see if you want to get it. Tip number 3, you don't have to do school all day. Especially at these young years, 30 minutes may be all you do of sit down. Say you do flashcards, sit down, read a little bit. 30 minutes may be all you do. Your kids learn a lot more than you probably realize through play. So don't make them sit for a really long time. I think now that my son is doing kindergarten, we actually started school last week, and I will have a video recapping the first 2 weeks up after this week is over. Now that he is a little bit older and doing kindergarten, we're just now starting to do a little longer sit downs, and I've actually been breaking them up because I have 2 kids under 2 and then him, so we can't just sit there and do it all in one thing unless I do it during their quiet time. But let's be honest, I like to do a little bit of what I want during quiet time, or I just like a little bit of me time during quiet time. So we actually break it up throughout the day, and that's okay too if you can, and that works better for your child. Break it up and do that. Let's see. I should have written these down, but I didn't. Tip number 4, have fun with it. Let your kids go explore outside. Let them do crafts, even if it's not crafts that you create. Like the other day, my son wanted to color and cut, so whatever, he knows where the drawer is that has paper in it. It only has a limited amount of paper in it because if I put all the construction paper and whatnot that I have for him to use, we'd go through it too quickly. But it has some paper in it, and he got some paper, and he actually drew out some letters, and then he cut them out. And I'm not sure what he was trying to create because he never told me, he just showed me the letters. but let your kids have fun and just let your kids explore and create different things that they want to do. Number 5, keep it simple. Don't worry about doing all the history, art, science, music. You know, if your kids are into that and you love to do that, that's great. But for us right now, we are just focusing on reading, writing, and arithmetic. We do some science stuff here and there. If he, you know, asks, like, we're going to make a volcano. He's talked about tornadoes, so, you know, we'll research those and talk about those because we actually live where we get tornadoes. History. We do read alouds, and he gets history through those. So, and art and music, you know, if that's stuff that you guys want to do with your children, that's great. But don't feel like you have to do it, because you don't. I'm sorry, this chair is squeaking a lot. Don't feel like you have to fit all the subjects in. If you're just starting out, go for the basics and just do reading, writing, and arithmetic. Your kids will pick up so much more than you probably realize just through play, through reading books, you know, read alouds. So those are my 5 tips for starting for new homeschoolers. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you'll subscribe. And if you're a subscriber already, thank you for watching, and please share.